Sometimes a vehicle comes along that can span the divide between both kits and cruising. As a new member to our programme, you may be asking yourself, how can I get started? Well, Vintage Replicas have come along with a body and a chassis that can be tailored to suit your very needs. Okay, with Alan Beilby from the company now. Alan, there's a wide choice of cars here. Can you talk me through them?
Yes, well basically we started off with the Olston van. Then was developed the little Skelbrook pickup. Then we did a four-door saloon. The latest model has been a Brampton box van, but that's not the finish.
Do you find most of your customers actually build a replica, or do they go for a custom car?
I would tend to say it's mostly replica, but they put their own feeling into it.
Right.
Not really custom cars as such, no.
No.
Each one is definitely built to a customer's own feelings, own specifications.
Okay, now talking about the build, it's built on a Sierra ladder chassis. Is that a good first time build, or would you say it's quite difficult?
It's quite an easy build really. The ladder frame chassis is fairly simple. The standard Sierra components just bolt straight to it as they were on the Sierra. The bodies are all in one piece and just mount straight on, and just such as wings, running boards, and we go from there.
Okay, now with the styling of them, of course, I would have said that lots of small businesses out there are going to be fighting for them. Do you find that?
We do find that, yes. The variety of businesses is just completely endless. We've got everything from wine sellers to glass merchants, you name it, you know, florists, the whole lot. The list is endless.
Yeah. Now I believe you've also got an opera somewhere with one?
Yes, we actually did one for the Welsh National Opera, which toured England in the Opera Pagliacci. That was a nice one to do, something different, and we even got to go to the opera to see it perform on stage, as it were. It was a little bit different.
A lovely, nice evening out.
Yes, yeah. My wife enjoyed it knowing.
Which is the favourite one, and which is the biggest seller, I suppose?
I would tend to say it's probably about equal between the pickup and the little Olston van.
Okay. Yeah. Now, how much would one of these cost me if I decided I wanted to build one myself?
The basic vehicles in component form start from £3,950, and you could realistically get one on the road between £5,000 to £6,000.
How long would we be talking? How long would the build take?
Again, it depends on how prepared you've been. The quickest way to do a build and the best way to do a build is to have all the parts cleaned, prepared and ready to go on. If we say that we build one up from scratch in 6 weeks, it varies with customers, but I would tend to think a sensible time, if you had about 10 to 12 weeks, working nights, weekends, that type of thing. Okay.
Now, would you actually build one if I said I haven't got the expertise? Would you be able to build one for me?
Yes, we do it, yeah. We do any stage, from basically just fitting the body up to a complete drive-away vehicle.
Right, so I could ask for a full rolling chassis and then take the build on from there if needs be.
Any stage whatsoever, yes.
Excellent. Alan, thanks very much.
Thank you.
The build quality might be good, but the seating position is definitely vintage. The amount of room that we've got inside this thing is obviously vintage. They assure me though at the factory that they can build this thing to any specification. So if you're a tall guy like I am, apparently they can get it so I can fit in with a bit of room. The actual driving of this thing is actually really nice. The modern reliable Sierra running gear in this is really good, really nice steering, feeds back to you nicely. And the gear selection's really good as well. The dials flicker around a bit, but let's face it, you expect that sort of thing. I wouldn't be tempted to take this car up to any amazing speeds, but at low speeds on this nice little A road that we're on here, it poodles us along nicely, and it'd suit somebody. Might even suit me, you never know. The only thing I don't like about this car at the moment is the amount of people that stop and stare and point. In fact, it gets quite annoying after a short time. But people do seem to tend to like them. Everybody gets noticed. If you've got a small business, may I suggest that you actually get hold of one of these. You might be an electrician, you might be a plumber, it doesn't really matter. People see you in one of these, they're going to remember you.
So there you have it. What a great project car for either custom or replica. When we first came here, we didn't know what to expect at all. but let me tell you, the build quality in these things is outstanding. It really did impress us. We would have no qualms in recommending this car as a project.